Hello and thanks for stopping by. I got 2 packages today that I did not expect until 4 days from now. And I am so excited that I just have to do a special video just for these 2 decks. So the first one is in this box. Oops. It's actually 2 decks in this box, and then there's another package with a different deck. So it's 3 decks. Let's see what all we got in here. Make sure I get everything out of the box. Okay. So, spoiler alert. The Somnia Tarot and the Somnia Oracle. So this is Somnia Tarot. Wait, this is the Somnia Tarot Oracle series. There it is. I thought it came in black. And then there's the Somnia Tarot. We're going to zoom in. And I do not have the original Somnia Tarot, just because, so it has a ribbon on, this is a ribbon that just says Somnia Tarot on it, but it is not part of the bag. I didn't get it because I heard so many things about the cardstock that I didn't think I would be happy with it. But to be fair, I have decks that have cardstock that I hate. But oh, little card with a coupon in it. I don't know. I just kept holding off, and then there was the illustrated edition, which I thought I would like, but then when I saw it, I didn't think I'd like it. And then when this happened, I was like, yes. Yes, please. Because it wasn't the artwork itself that kind of didn't call to me. Just, I don't know. But now, we have this. Do I need to zoom in more? Now that we have this, I am so excited. And I'm kind of glad I waited, because now we have an oracle too. Which I probably won't use. So I'm just trying to get the plastic off without messing up the gilding. So doing it off screen so I can have a better angle on it. All right. I probably won't use the oracle with the tarot because you've heard me say it before if you've been here. I don't like samey. But I am excited for both of these. Okay, so we have basically a certificate of authenticity. Saw the box, and it's a nice linen finish on the box. And it's gilded. I don't know if I don't think the original was gilded. You know, definitely on different cardstock. This is nice. It's a smooth matte. I think it's like a UV coating. Let's have a quick look at the guidebook. I know there's a bigger one. I didn't get that too, but I imagine it will be available afterwards should I decide I need it. Let's see. Talks about the Hangman card. And talks a little bit, we had a paragraph kind of about the creation of the card. The bigger book may contain more information. And I'm so glad this got here just in time for Halloween. And since I don't have the original, I can't do a side-by-side comparison for you, so I have no idea what the differences are, if any, in this. though. Yeah, the hoods on the heads doesn't bother me. I just, like I said, it would just never felt right until now. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I should do a whole flip through in this video. What are these cards? Why are they a different size? Well, that's annoying. Okay, so I had contacted the creator of Somnia on the Kickstarter. They got back to me super, super fast. We're unaware of the issue of the different size cards. No one else apparently had had that issue yet. So they sent me 2-day air, a replacement deck, and what looks like a personal note. Very nice little note, just says thanks for bringing that to their attention and letting them resolve it quickly. So yeah, I was upset. My heart kind of sank. I'm not gonna lie, you know, I was super excited for this, and that's a disappointing thing to have. So this one has been opened to validate that there's no issues with it. So it's in a different wrapping. And same guidebook. So I'm going to keep the other one for extra cards in case something ever happens to any of the cards in this deck. Or maybe if I should decide I want to use it at a party or something where, you know, potentially something could happen to the cards because other people would be around and potentially touching them. But there we go. Beautiful. Same size. Makes me very happy. So now we can move on to our pairings, etc. for these 2 decks. 3 decks. Sorry, I keep forgetting about the Oracle too. Let's open up the Oracle. Okay, so the Oracle is more of a dark plum or eggplant color on the box instead of the blue. And this is the guidebook. You get keywords, and then it talks about the card, and then a kind of a journaling prompt. The back of the box while I get the plastic off without damaging the gilding. There we go. I always hate when things are wrapped in plastic and they're gilded, or even if they're not, because it's hard to get it off without causing damage to the cards. So it's also gilded in gold. Those are the backs. It's a very, very dark plum or eggplant, whichever color you want to call that. And a certificate. They're so pretty. All right, so let's do some pairings with this. No particular order. Let's try the Crystal Oracle by Broccoli. Anyway, okay, already I like this. Yeah. I think this is nice. Yeah. Okay. That's nice. What else do I have to try? When Olga Speaks.
Let's see.
Yeah. Unconscious Reality feels like a very good oracle card to go with the Somnia. I like this too. Avoidance with Death and the Hermit. I think this works. I love this star card. I'm so glad that they didn't change this star card, because I love it. Yeah, I like this pairing. I just want to look at the star card some more. Okay. Okay, that works. Wanted to try the Cemetery Oracle with this. Yeah. I like this. I think this works. I think that works nicely. Okay, let's try the Quiet Rebel. I don't know, this is a very loud oracle. Might be too loud. Or it might be kind of cool. Well, Awakening with the Somnia. I like that. Ah. The struggle is real. The cards want to slip. And something about this I like. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so I haven't done a pairing with the messenger cards in a long time. So I thought maybe some animals. Yeah, ooh, look at that red. That's very nice. I don't hate it. Don't know that it's my favorite though. So I need to have a look at enough cards to be sure. That's okay. So let's try the 3 black moons with it. Also photography, totally different style. And there's nudity, so you should skip this if you are offended by nudity. Yes. What do we think? I think I like it. It'll be interesting to me when I do my editing to see. It's hard to tell for sure while I'm recording. The angle's kind of weird. Okay, that was interesting. Okay, we are going to, I have many decks to try pairing this with. And so the first one, let's just have a look at how the Somnia Tarot pairs with it. Okay. I hope the titles are showing up. They don't show up when I scanned them into my, and scanned them and printed them for my binder. They show up in person just fine. But I feel like maybe the glare of them, the shininess of them, the camera maybe doesn't pick them up great. I don't know. I won't know until I'm editing. So these look great together. Not gonna lie, they work together. They're meant to work together. But I probably won't use them together because that's just how I roll. But I want to give you a taste for it in case you are not like me. Okay, I'm going to take a break from the Somnia Tarot for a second because I need to get over my feeling of being let down a little bit. We're going to open up this other package in the meantime. And this is the Sublime Thresholds Tarot. And looks like I got 2 bags. I don't remember doing that, but there they are. Okay. It's a soft touch cover. And we have a foreword, an introduction, interpretations, the majors, the minors, card spreads, and about the author. And then a quick little thing about the suits and some numerology. Oh. Okay. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, so we have, talks about the Fool card, then the Sublime code, the uncanny, so we have the words on the cards, and then the archetype, which is Greek, and I don't know how to say that, but it means uncanny fool apparently, and then the artwork, because it is a curated art deck, and then divinatory meaning, and then we have a poetic quote there. And it looks like that for all of the majors and then also all of the minors. So that is awesome. That's the back. Well, I'm going to leave that there for you while I get the bubble wrap off. Oh, there's a lot of tape on this bubble wrap. Come on, bubble wrap. It's well protected. Let's see. Okay. What did we get in here? Nothing hidden. Oh, some stickers. Yes. Very nice. And some more stickers. I think I got an extra sticker pack. I can't remember exactly what was in it. Hello. Open, please. So that's because I'm trying to do it upside down. Would be the problem there. There we go, finally. Come out. Okay. Let's put that all to the side for a second. So it looks like we got one of these and then I got another one of those and that and that. I can't remember which card that is in this deck. It's in Majestic Earth and it's in another deck that I have too. Cool. Nice vinyl stickers, very nice quality. Okay. So nice two-part box, very nice. So that it's on one side, it's Baroque artwork, Baroque, Romantic, and Gothic artworks. And then we have the etymology of the Latin word sublimis comes from the preposition sub, up to, and lemon threshold, sorry, small font. Very nice. And that's the back of the box while I get the band off. And very nice. Black edging, matte black. And those are the backs. I love the backs of the cards. And it's on a very nice linen, slippy. I'm going to guess this feels thick. Are there extra cards in this? Yes, there are. How many extra cards? I think that's what ended up happening is that they added these extra oracle cards and then they decided to create an oracle deck. And so I also backed that. It's a separate campaign though. So we have the English word and then we have the Greek archetype on each card. Maybe I'll do it this way so you can look at them for longer. I love the font. It's a great font choice. I don't think I've ever seen this in this Fool in any other decks I have. Definitely the Magician, definitely the High Priestess. Not this. But then they might be Baroque art pieces that are in one of the 2 or 3 Baroque decks that are out there that I don't have, or Baroque. I've heard it pronounced both ways, which is the right way. It's a very different Hierophant. Less being the authority over everyone and much more humble. So it does come with, it does come with a little white book, and which seems to have, let's check, it seems to have basically the same amount of information. I think I did opt for paying extra for the bigger book. So let's see, got the Ace of Wands here. Yeah, and it looks like there's less information in this, but enough in the little white book, but enough to read with it. But I think that having the bigger book is worth it. Very cool. I like that for the Chariot. I don't know, should I be reading off the keywords? Maybe you can't see them. So we have Visionary for the High Priestess. We already saw Uncanny for the Fool. Worldly for the Emperor. Intensity for the Lovers. Awe for Strength. Interesting. Mystique for the Magician. Emotion for the Empress. Hallowed for the Hierophant. Heights for the Chariot. Interesting. Solitary for the Hermit. Eternal. This whole dress and everything, that style reminds me of, is it the High Priestess in Terra Volatile? Interplay on justice. Interesting. Illumination. Primal. Allegory. He seems familiar. Seduction. And the devil is called the trickster, which I often think of the magician as the trickster, but I can see where this applies for the devil also. Upheaval. Delight. Archways. Luminosity. Catalytic for judgment. Celestial for the world. Magnificence. Vastness. Cliffs. Interesting. Kind of like Majestic Earth meets the Art Occultist, or there's many other art decks. Beautiful Rebellion is another one. The Four of Wands is picturesque. Turmoil. Glory. It's a nice choice. Okay. Well, previously my battery died, and now my card was full, so I backed up. This is where we were. I have no idea what I might have said in the interim before my camera just turned off. Anyway, so Six of Wands is glory. Seven of Wands is caves. Interesting. We got some perhaps wolves there. Darkness in the background. And Eight of Wands. Okay, so yes. I think this word is elegiac. I am not entirely sure if that's how you pronounce this word. And then I looked it up in the book to see what it said about what the meaning of this word is. So I think I'm going to learn a lot of new words from this deck, which is cool because I love words. So the Sublime code is elegiac. And if I'm mispronouncing this, please let me know. Rooted in the emotional depth of being human in the daily activities of time and space. Sensitive to what is overwhelming or transient, a kind of happy sad with beauty in melancholic silence or chaotic intensity, something we need to grapple with for a personal sense of peace. And it's really pretty, but what is this here? Okay, so it looks like perhaps it's some kind of architectural structure, and that this is like holding a crown up here, some kind of like a fairy with wings there. It's very small. Have to hold it closer to make it out. Depths, overwhelm, makes sense for the Ten of Wands. Necropastoral, prowess, empowered, and she is in lots of decks that I have, at least 2, probably more. Archaic for the king. He doesn't look like a particularly happy king. Oh, I love this Ace of Cups. I always look for the Ace of Cups. I love this one. It's colossal. Twilight. Like that. Beauty interior. Atmosphere. Isolation. Good one for the Five of Cups. Nostalgia. Good one for the 6. A little kitten right there. Lavish for the 7 of Cups. I like that. Passageways for the 8 of Cups, and this is what's on the backs of the cards. Cries of animals for the 9 of Cups. Interesting. I'm going to look this up in the book because the 9 of Cups is usually the wish card. So, interesting. Yeah, wish fulfillment. Cries of animals, folkloric and mythic, free of words yet soaked in language, a sound that makes our spine tingle and shiver. Animals cry out their wild expressions, primal, instinctual, unfiltered, stretched across the wilderness of night, achingly beautiful. Huh. Idyllic for the 10 of Cups. Enticement for the Page of Cups. Allure. Magnetism. Animist. Horizons. Bewilderment for the 2 of Swords. I like that word. Dread. Isolation. Plastic there. 5 of Swords is beguilement. Liminality. Cunning. Dread. So we have dread again. So looks like we're reusing some words, right? Because the 3 of Swords was also dread, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. I guess there's only so many words, and some of the cards are similar, but there's like different shades for the words, right? So dread on one card, dread on another card don't necessarily have the same flavor. Nightmare. Unsettling. Heroic. Devotion. This is definitely another one I'm very familiar with on more than one deck. Heights. So we had heights on the Chariot, I believe. Verve for the King of Swords. Chthonic. Enigmatic. Immeasurable for the Three of Pentacles. Absorption. Privation. This looks like more like a self-imposed deprivation. Doorways. Interesting for the Six of Pentacles. Doorways. Feels very different, doesn't it? 7. Oh, I love with the... Love with the plants growing, the branches growing out of the hand. Sentient nature. Marvel. Luminosity. Oh, I love that 9 of Pentacles. Wonder. I love that there is so much art that isn't, even though there's a lot of familiar art, there's a lot of art that I don't have in other decks already. Byronic. Atavastic. Empowered. Very cool queen. And we got a little human figure there. Sovereign for the King of Pentacles. And now we're on to the Oracle cards. So, Bridges and Chasms. Atmospheric. Subdued. Tempest. Waterways is cleansing. Ancestral. Endurance. Fright. Phantasmal is numinous. And Golden Age is twilight. Okay, I'm going to see what I've got to try to pair. Okay, let's do some pairings. So I think with the Sublime Thresholds, some of the broccoli oracles are going to go with it really nicely. So we're starting with the Celestial. And, okay, I already like it. Yes. Yes. The only thing I wish with the broccoli oracles is that they were on thinner cardstock, because I would like to mix them up. And even 2 decks mixed together would be very thick. What do you think? What do we think? I think I like this. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's try the Mushroom Oracle. And sorry the light is gonna change on us here because it's windy and there's clouds. So the clouds are gonna come and go. I don't like this one as well already. I think the Celestial was kind of the winner. Although this is nice. I'll have to get upside down. Not going to say it's not nice, but since I have the other one, I'm just preferring it. Okay. It's okay. Let's see, what else do I have? Musings of Aphrodite. Also curated art, but very pink. I don't hate it. If I was in a pink mood, okay. It's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Let's try the Liminality Oracle. I haven't tried this one in a while, if anything. Dropping cards. The art styles are going to be very, very different, but that doesn't mean they won't be good. Interesting. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I kind of hate when the first oracle works, the first pairing works so well that then it kind of makes it hard for me to see anything else as a good pairing. Let's try the Oracle of Rewilding. Interesting. Very interesting. I think I like this. So for me right now, it's the Rewilding and the Celestial. And I would have not have thought that the Rewilding would be a pairing I would like, but something about it, even though it's totally different, then that's me. Sometimes the more different, the better. Huh. Okay. And since we have a few cards left in the tarot, we'll see if I have anything else. Okay, this is, I can't remember the name, but I will put a title below. It is an oracle created by our very own Krista at Krista Chronicles. And I think it's fabulous. I think she's working on a guidebook for it. I ordered it before the guidebook was ready. I'll have to go back and check and see if she's got that. Krista, if you're watching this, do you have your guidebook yet? I like this pairing. I think I'm liking the totally different style with this deck. Very nice. And if you're not Krista, but you know about the guidebook for this oracle deck, please let me know. Not that it needs it. I just want to hear what her words are. I think she's doing like poems. You know, the single keyword and the pictures are awesome. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think this goes with it? Because I like it. Sacred grounds? Sacred grounds. I remembered. I'm still going to put it. Okay. Very nice. Okay, so now let's try it with the Sublime Thresholds. And I don't know that this is one I would have picked out as a pairing if they weren't both in the same unboxing video. But I don't dislike it. In fact, I do like it. There's an aesthetic they both share, even though they're obviously different mediums. Interesting. Kind of cool. What do you think? I think it kind of works. Yes, I will see when I'm editing, but I really think... Come on, cards. They haven't been shuffled yet, so they're not stuck together, they just want to be together. Gilding is not stuck at all. Okay. Okay, let's try it with the Ebony Tarot, which is also a photographic deck. Yeah. I like this. I like that the borders on the tarot kind of keep it separated from the oracle. It's one of the reasons I don't think I would use this oracle with the Somnia Tarot, is that they're both borderless. I'd like to have a separation of the tarot and the oracle. So, oh, okay, so this is cool. The guy's out in the water, and a lot of this oracle is in water. There you go. This could be a different view of this guy. I like this. I think this works. Yes, I like it. Okay. So let's try it with another very watery deck. This is the Tarot of the Drowning World. It's a very cumbersome deck because it's on slippery cardstock. It's too tall for my hands to span it. So it has to be overhanded the long way. And make sure it's all in frame. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this. I feel like the aesthetic feels off for me. Although this feels like a drowning world. Because it's so much in water. But maybe this works. This might be one of those ones where you need to see it on a bigger screen. Or actually doing a reading. It kind of works. It might really work. Okay. Let's try Anima Mundi with it. I feel like they're both in a very liminal space. So maybe that works for it. It bugs me when this is so tall compared to the tarot, so just use part of it. Okay, off the bat, I like this. Ooh. Did I just find an oracle with people in it to work with this? I think I did. I think I really like this. Now I know that a lot of people who use animal decks because they don't want people. I like to have a balance of both. And I love my animal decks, but I often don't use them. That very reason that they don't have people in them. Really like this pairing. Yes, really think this works really well. Okay, I could look at this for a long time, but I'm not going to because we have more decks to look at. Okay, let's try it's the Compost Mentis Tarot. And it recently came to my attention on a Facebook post. Somebody was interested in this deck, and then someone else mentioned that AI had been used. It's a mix of the artist photography and digital manipulation and some AI. So I didn't know when I got it. I don't know that would have stopped me. I'm trying not to be too strict on like when AI is used. I couldn't tell in this deck, to be honest. I like this. Don't know. Don't know if it's my favorite for this tarot though. Like a lot of these I thought were just digital collage, but maybe it was AI. I'm still kicking myself for being very anti-AI and not getting the haptic tarot, though I have heard, or I heard once, that it was going to be mass market. If it is, if you know anything about that, let me know, because I really want the haptic tarot. I think it's beautiful. Okay, this is nice. After my whole rambling conversation about AI and tarot. But not my favorite. Keep wanting to like it and don't. So I'm going to try it with the Witches Tarot. This is fair warning that there's nudity in this deck. So if you are offended by seeing nudity briefly, you should skip ahead to the next deck. I like this. Oops. Did I get 2 cards? I did. I like this a lot. The Witches Tarot is on the soft touch, and they like to stick together. But I'm not going to worry about it. I like this pairing, though. What do you think? Spirit of Water and the 2 of Cups. So I have the extra cards in here in the Witches Tarot. Okay, I like these together. Okay, that was nice. Let's try it with the Stretch Tarot. Okay, interesting. Oh, I like it. I like this very much. Interesting. So I felt like this is going to be one of those pairings where I pulled out a couple cards and then I decided I really hated it. But I really love it. Definitely, they share an aesthetic. And I can see, because the Stretch Tarot is one of those decks I like to use for ancestral readings, and I can totally see this oracle bringing something to that. I like this. Okay, there's another one I could look at for far too long. Let's try it with the Scarab and Dahlia Tarot. Interesting. How much do I like this? I don't know that I do. And this is one where I thought for sure that I was going to love it. But, oh, the pendulum board card is in here. Scarab and Dahlia, it likes to play with rainbow brain skull. And I think it wants something playful, and this isn't playful. They look okay together, but I don't think they hit. I don't think they sing. I'm going to stop because I don't think this works. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found some pairings you liked, or if you have any suggestions of pairings for me, let me know. Take care of yourself and have a nice day. Bye.